What's up, guys? Hope you're all having an amazing day. Recently, my inspiration for taking photos has just been driving around with no destination and just photographing what I found interesting. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a 3 day road trip. I call it road trip that I had with my friend Sean. Actually, two of the days I had with Sean, and one of them I had with my other friend Ted. And I'm going to share those photos with you and just talk about it. So I hope you enjoy. The first day was with my friend Sean. We didn't have much daylight to shoot, so we just drove around a few minutes from my house and took some beautiful photos that I'm going to share with you guys. Was really nice just driving around with nothing particular in mind, just to go out and create and make photos. So we drove kind of like to the east side of where I live, and the first day we came across this plane. I don't remember exactly where it was or like what place it was, but there was this plane that looks like it's just like being staged there um for decoration, I would say, or for like people to see. I don't remember exactly what the place is, but it's some sort of like military based thing. Anyway, I don't remember. I don't want to give information that I don't really know much about. But it was nice. The light was beautiful. The light that was hitting it was really nice. So I took some photos of it, and as you can see right now on the screen, it looks really, really awesome. And I think I might go back to photograph it, maybe in a different condition, weather condition, or maybe just take a model there and do a photo shoot there, if only I'll be allowed. Whether if I will ask permission or just go there and just shoot, and then if somebody comes, I try to like tell them what I'm doing. As you know, you do it before you ask for permission. Anyway, but hey, if you go to a place where you know that it's gonna be easier for you to ask for permission, just ask for permission and then you will have nothing to worry about. So the first day, yeah, that was what we did. We came across this plane, took some photos. We came across few things on the road. We stopped and then take some photos. Sean did the same. Um, the second day, we were supposed to head out again with the same idea of just driving around. But one of my friends, like I mentioned, Ted, was already out. And so I reached out to him and then we met and then drove around again. And um, sometimes when I'm driving around and I see stuff that I want to photograph, either I'll have the location in my mind or I'll pin it on my map or my GPS, and then whenever I can, I'll just go there and then photograph it. So there was this one spot that I kind of see on the blind spot side of my eye, and I just like pulled in real quick and drove around the building, and then we parked there, got out, and there was this abandoned building. It looks like an abandoned factory or something like that. And so whilst I was photographing it, this man and his dog came out of there was a restaurant nearby. This man came out with his dog, and I asked if I could take portrait of the dog. And then once I took the portrait of the dog, I asked if I could take portrait of him. So it was like, I didn't want to go straight and ask him like, "Hey, can I take portrait of you?" No, I feel like maybe if I'd done that, he wouldn't have let me. So I just like, started building some trust through his dog and asking him finally, and he was really nice about it. I took portrait of the dog, I took portrait of him, and then as we were standing there talking, his other friend came out and we joined us in the conversation. And then as we were having a conversation, I asked if I could take his portrait too, and I love this portrait. I'm so glad that when I saw that spot, I stopped. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, do I even photograph this thing? But once you do it, then it's worth it. Recently, I've been shooting a lot of black and white because now I can develop my own films at home, or now I develop my own films at home. So it's very easy for me to just shoot black and white and then come home, develop it, and write like few hours, see the photos, instead of having to go out and shoot, get home. Maybe I won't be able to drop off the film whilst I was out there. I have to wait few days before I drop it off at the lab, and then have to wait few more days or maybe hours before I get it back, and then you have to scan. So long story short, it's just so nice to be able to go out and just take photos and then come home knowing that I'm going to see the photos in few hours. So that is a really, really good satisfaction. So that was on the second day. Now on the third day, which was this Saturday, that last Saturday, we Sean and I decided to do it again because it was fun. It was really, really fun just driving around and taking photos as we go. So we decided to go out again and do the same thing, but this time, instead of just not like debating on where to go, we already chose a route that we wanted to go, and then just keep driving until we decide when to start returning back home. So we chose Route 40, and Route 40 is like, Sean told me it's a road that connects from it connects all the way from Ohio to California if you follow it all the way to California. But what we did was we were trying to go the direction of heading to California, but we were not going to California though. But it was we were just driving that way. But we made a mistake. We should have looked at the GPS before we did. We drove on the wrong side, like the opposite side. Instead of going west, we went east, and so we weren't going the direction that initially we wanted to. But it was fun, even though we didn't go the same direction that we wanted to. It was still fun to find some cool stuff and just be surprised by it. So Sean, whilst we went out, like as we got on the street, Sean had like a mission, like he was looking out for like white churches and taking photos of them. I didn't really have anything specific on my mind, but I was just like, surprised me in this road trip. We came across this abandoned gas station, and it was pretty cool. I took some few photos on my medium format on my Hasselblad, and then also took some photos on my Canon FTB. And as you guys can see, like I said, it was really cool. So we actually drove like 7 hours. Like we left my place. Sean picked me up at my place around 10 in the morning, and then we weren't back home until like 5 6 p.m. So we drove like almost 7 hours, or even more than 7 hours, just driving around. And we went actually in a huge circle to places that I've never been and small towns that I've never been, and it was really fun. Well, I didn't want this video to be so long. I just wanted to share with you guys that sometimes you don't have to have a location to go. Sometimes you don't have to have any reason for going out to take photos, but just go out there and you'll be surprised what you come across. And I hope this video inspires you to go out there and take photos. Either you want to walk around your neighborhood or just drive and then have your camera with you, obviously, and take photos. Or like, even if you don't take photos in like an hour or so, just keep driving and you'll be really surprised what you find on the way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have another video coming up very soon from my trip to New York. I was supposed to upload that before this, but then I have some color films that I wanted to add, like photos from on a color film that I want to add to it. So I have to get them developed first before I upload that. So I hope you guys spare me with that. I hope you got inspired to go out and take photos. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the photos, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on my Instagram at kboatin_street, or you can follow me on the film digit on Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, go hit the street, be safe, take photos, take short trips, go on an adventure, and share the photos with us. And don't forget, always, always great to inspire. See you guys in the next one.